Smoke bunny hopping is a Punisher movement tech that allows Punisher to get extra speed and distance out of their smoke grenade.
Smoke screen.
Okay. Let's try that again.
Smoke screen.
If you don't already know how to bunny hopping is the act of hitting the ground and immediately jumping, repeatedly. In other games, it began used to gain extra speed. However, in this game, it tends to be quite bad, as you move in a very projectable trajectory that people can trace and follow with their crosshair quite easily. However, it's only good because you gain extra speed with this movement. To bunny hop, go into your settings. You can go into Punisher-specific settings, or you can go into All Heroes, and make sure that you bind Jump to scroll down. If you go into Punisher-specific, only Punisher will be able to get this bind. If you do All Heroes, everyone will. Once you have done that, to know if you're bunny hopping properly, you can jump forward, and then, without holding any movement keys, past the first jump, you can start scrolling down whenever you're about to hit the ground. As you can see, you continue moving forward, even though you're not holding W or any other movement key.
Heads up, hostiles.
If you're on console, or you just don't want to do that bind, this is still possible, though way harder. You just need to jump, and whenever you hit the ground, the moment you hit the ground, repeatedly. It's a timing thing. In order to now do the movement tech, make sure that you're aiming above your head, fire your smoke grenade in the opposite direction you want to move. The reason why we aim above the head is because you gain more upwards distance as you aim further down, and we just want vertical distance. You can now jump, or just let it go if you want to hit the ground faster. That's good if you're trying to escape a situation, but jumping makes it more consistent. Jump, fire your smoke grenade, and then continue B-hopping while holding the S key.
Smoke screen.
You'll know you did it properly if you land at this line or further in the practice range. As you can see, I got a quite good one. I moved quite fast, and I moved quite far, which meant I got all the way over here. Once you're able to do that consistently, you can turn around mid-air to hold W instead of S.
Smoke up.
That will cause you to move forward while you're doing it. You can do this with any movement key, which means you can do this while moving right. You can do this while moving left.
Out of sight.
And forward and back as I showed earlier. If you want to turn, you don't actually have to straight.
Out of sight.
You can just hold your movement key and turn your camera. However, I, out of habit, do straight,
Smoke screen.
which means I'm holding S and I'm turning my camera. Do note that when you turn, you lose a lot of speed, but you're able to dodge a shot, go around a corner, anything like that. So if you're using this for combat, I do recommend to not go completely in a straight line. I also recommend to use your shotgun with this tech and not so much the assault rifle, as it's much harder to hit your shots while also bunny hopping. The last thing I will note is that the reason why this doesn't work with grappling hooks or other movement abilities in the game is because they tend to kill your momentum when you hit the ground. If you go and try and super jump off of a grappling hook and then bunny hop as you hit the ground, you'll notice you don't go anywhere. That's because the moment you hit the ground, it kills all your velocity. Do note, this also means that it's quite hard to smoke out of a grappling hook, as you really do need to wait for the last second to not lose that much speed, and I find that getting actually a fast bunny hop out of a grappling hook is much harder. I recommend just coming out of the grappling hook and then smoking out of it after you hit the ground. Last thing to note is that you don't lose any speed while you're going through the air, which means you have a maximum of 3 jumps of your sped up bunny hop, and after which you should hit the ground and start moving normally in order to dodge shots better. However, that means, additionally, that as you're going down a slope or a ledge, you will go further since you have more airtime and you're touching the ground less often. That also means that going upstairs means that you'll keep way less speed because you're hitting the ground more often. I hope this video was useful. Don't subscribe or anything, because I probably won't make any more Marvel Rivals content.